Hello everyone and welcome to this F1 2015 championship season. We're going to drive as Ferrari and we're going to be Sebastian Vettel. So we got two challenges now. We got two challenges that we have set ourselves to beat obviously our teammate who is driving in practically the same car as us, as basically every team has exactly the same car. And the second challenge is going to be beating Sebastian Vettel's points tally of 278 points, which he racked up over the 2015 season. So basically that is our two challenges for this season. So we're going to play an expert, as this is going to be, we don't want it to be too easy, as obviously the challenge, we want it to be challenging, but we don't want it to be too hard either. So basically expert is them between for these difficulties anyway. So we're going to do an expert. And short weekend, this doesn't really matter, as basically the practice is off. There's no practice. We're going to have one shot qualifying, which we're going to skip, as we're going to start at the back of the grid every single race and see how far we can end up. We're going to do 5 laps to keep the video short and keep the videos interesting, so that a lot of action can happen in a short space of time. And the race settings are going to be, as I said, expert. The flashbacks are going to be off. So basically, if I crash. If there's an accident that happens, it's going to happen. Now, like, we can't go back on that. Whatever happens, happens. Parc Fermé rules is that I can't change the setup after qualifying and before the race. So basically, if I forget to put the setup on, like before we skip qualifying, then basically I have to run with the default setup on the car, which may make me a wee bit slower, may make me like no difference at all. It just depends on the track. The vehicle damage is going to be reduced, so we don't want it to be in full, because any tap with another driver, then basically we have to go in the pits. But we don't want to be none, so that if I run into a driver by accident or intentionally, you never know. You never know what mood it would be in racing now, like. But we're going to put it in reduced. So basically, if we get a tap, it may do a wee bit of damage to us. It may not. So it'll keep us interesting anyway, and we don't have to go into the pits potentially. We'll keep the corner cutting penalties to normal, so it's not too strict. As you may see in the next videos, there may be a few runs wide or whatever now, like, so you'll see by the racing anyway. So we don't want it to be too harsh. So we're going to back out of that, and the assists are going to be braking assists off, so I have to do braking, anti-lock brakes, so that basically whenever I'm turning into a corner, that the brakes don't lock up and I go straight on. Traction control is full, so that I know it's spinning off everywhere, which would be entertaining for a bit, but it won't be entertaining for the whole season. And racing line is off, so that by myself I know when to brake and all that. So basically, I don't need to be told where to go. Gearbox is automatic, so I don't have to change the gears. And pit assist is on, which hopefully we won't need, as it's only a 5-lap race. So that's us. Let's start the session for the first race in Australia. So as I said, before I forget now, I'm going to load the setup, because that'll be pretty silly of me to not do so. I got one set up from previous races, so basically it doesn't matter what tire we're going to go out on, because we're going going to go down, retire from session, and okay. Oh no, we've been less. Oh well. You know, Rosberg's. Oh, that was close. Rosberg just beat Hamilton by like 0.017 seconds. Raikkonen's doing well for Ferrari. So he's only a tenth of a second behind. So that is, Ferrari's car must be raving quick this season now. Like, as in real life, they're still behind Mercedes, but they're not that far behind Mercedes now. But everybody else is just a second and a half behind them now. Like, you know. So basically, that's the grid. That's the grid. We're stuck in last place behind the Manors now. Like, so hopefully we won't be. The Manors are the slowest cars. So basically, hopefully we'll get ahead of them. So we're going to be advanced into the race. And I can see what happens. So. So this is the first race of the season. It's in Australia, and we're going to see how well we can do from the back of the grid. So we are. So start race, and here we go. 5 lights, and we're away. So the team want us to get 9th place or higher, which is potential now. Like, as I said, we get a wee dive, but oh, we're hit off already. I have to let these people by, as we don't want any penalties. We want to make this as fair as possible, so we do. So we'll try a fairer dive bomb anyway. So well, next, so we went by both Manors, and we're up inside of Button. That was good, Matt. A good overtake there. Right, we're down to very slow. The computer seems to be very slow on the first lap, and we have just collided. As I said, oh my days. We got a 3-second penalty already. So, oh my days. Could this have started any worse now? Like, so we got front wing damage as well. So basically we're going to see if this gets any. We can't even drive. Oh my days. This is, you can see trying to steer and it's not going anywhere. I see the track limits in the pits. So basically this is going to be a race, as I said, from the back. So we got 4 laps to catch up. If we catch up on anybody, this will be fantastic for us for pace. But you know, that was a woeful first sector, to be honest. Now, like, trying to overtake people. Basically, it was at 2:15. Yeah. Oh my days. So break. Here we go. We'll see how long it'll take us to catch up with anybody, if we can catch up with anybody. So short corner cut there, like. So I'm 30 seconds behind. We'll see if I can catch up with anybody. If not, well, that'll be a wee tester. So well. I don't believe this. This is the first race of the season, so it's not like we expected to do a wee bit better. But things happen. So they do, and basically it was speaking of the 2015 season, now like it was interesting enough from a British point of view, as basically Lewis Hamilton won the title, so he did by beating his teammate, Nico Rosberg. Now it'll be interesting to see in 2016 it'll be interesting to see like what the teams are going to fare like this season, because Ferrari was rather quick at the end of the season. They were rather quick altogether. So they won a couple of races with Sebastian Vettel. But you know, basically being a Hamilton fan myself, it was a good season to see him win pretty much every other race. So it was. So, but hopefully now, even though I am Vettel, I will try in this season. Because either Hamilton or Rosberg, if any of you to play this game now, like Hamilton and Rosberg are pretty much unbeatable. So they are, like in the higher difficulties from expert and expert and the hardest difficulty now is basically. They're basically uncatchable, so they are if they get away at all. And they can more or less do a 1-2. 1-2 every single race, and you're battling for 3rd or 4th. Which is pretty realistic, but it's pretty bad for the game. So it is as a whole. Because unless in the higher difficulties, unless you're like really, really good, which I'm alright at, but as you can see in this first race now, like I'm not the best. But hopefully the next one is Malaysia, and we're going to do a lot better. We have actually caught out 12 seconds to Mary. So we have Roberto Mary, and that is how slow the manners are, so they are now, like. Basically, I don't want this race to be too long, but at the same time, if there is a mistake made, then basically that messes up the whole race, as you've seen. So for the 2016 season, Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg have been kept on. So they have at Mercedes. Obviously, it would have been the wrong decision to part them. Apart from the discrepancies and all that they have for each other now, like the rivalry between them. Like it would have been a shame to see both of them go on such a fast car. And Vettel and Raikkonen have been kept on at Ferrari as well now, like, so basically I can't believe like it'll be next month. We're only like a month away from the F1 season starting up again. And then that'll be interesting to see if Mercedes can continue their dominance, or if Ferrari can catch up, and see if any of the rest of them, like Williams are a good team, like Williams have done well, especially at the British Grand Prix as well now, like where they lay a 1-2 for a bit, and then basically it started to rain and the car couldn't keep up the pace in the wet, and basically they were good, they were a fast team. And a couple in the midfield could do well as well now, like there could be a couple of changes from there on, so it'll be good to see. So that is the end of the race. I'm sorry there was no overtaking bar the start, but it was a good opportunity to get to talk about the F1 season in general. So it was, and basically giving my opinions, a couple of opinions on where next season's going to go. So hopefully you've enjoyed. Obviously we finished 53 seconds plus our 3-second penalty for sliding into Kvyat. And that is us now. Like, Lewis Hamilton won from Nico Rosberg, and Kimi Räikkönen, our teammate, was third. And Williams, as I said, were rather quick, so Valtteri Bottas was fourth. And as you can see in the rest of the table. So we're going to leave that there. We're going to advance. We got the table is practically the same as the race standings. So we didn't get off to the best start, but next race hopefully we will get off to a better form. So we're going to leave that there. That has been race 1 in Australia, and the next race is in Malaysia. So hopefully, as I said, we'll get our season up and running then with a lot more overtakes anyway, and basically that'll do us. Hopefully we can help Ferrari to the constructors as well while we're at it, while we're trying to beat our own targets as well. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time in the next round in Malaysia. So see you.